Hi, it's Matt the Guitar Guy here. Welcome to my third video on YouTube for the fingerstyle technique. So what we're wanting to be doing with you is to get you to the stage where you can play this style of playing, this one that I'm doing here, this fingerstyle pattern. But to get there, there's some steps that need to happen along the way. I'm just going to quickly show you right now today. I'm going to show you how to do chords with the fingerstyle pattern, okay? So you'll notice a lot. I'll give you an example of chord stuff is like sort of style of playing. Notice there's a wee slap going on in there, that sort of stuff. That happens from this fingerstyle way of playing. There's lots of colour that can come out using fingerstyle. So what we're going to do is just do a basics on how to play a chord with the fingerstyle pattern. All the same rules apply. Thumb goes forward, fingers go back. So for example, if I do an A chord, my thumb is on the bass note of the A in a straight line, wrist is low, fingers are in what I call a claw. So if I was to scratch something with my fingers, just to scratch something, the three fingers in a row, they naturally would sit perfectly together. They're touching each other and they perfectly sit in amongst the strings. It's up to you to find that position and get used to that position where it always has three strings below it. That's going to form the basis of your chord. Okay, so if we did an A chord, we can play it in many, many ways. If our thumb simply plays the A bass note, that's nice and easy. But our fingers have got two options under that. They can play either the three strings directly under that, so it's the fourth, third and second string like this, or they can skip down a string and play the bottom three strings, which is the first, second and third strings. And you can do variations on that. You can do, and I can use that slap that I'm using there to get my fingers back in position. Okay, this is the sort of thing we're going to be doing. So let's have a go at that. Place your A chord on there, get your thumb on the string, get your fingers now on the fourth, third and second strings. Make sure they're sort of squeezed, you can squeeze them together. Remembering again that we don't want the thumb behind the strings, we want it to be in front and the fingers behind. Then it's almost like a twisting motion, as if we are twisting like a can opener or something. We're just twisting. See how the thumb naturally falls into the fingers? The end result is that it's like a little twisting motion. Okay, just try doing that with an A chord. Do an A, pop your fingers back on, play again. Might take you a while. At first it might be more like, and you might have to get your fingers back. That's natural and it's very normal. Don't worry if you can't go straight to continuously getting the right notes. It's very normal to do that. Take your time getting it, each time just correcting it, getting it back, thumb in front, getting it back, until eventually you'll find you'll actually be able to start hitting them quite clearly together. Another thing that will happen when you first do this, you'll hear some notes louder than others. Maybe your thumb note will be loud and the other strings will be like, and you'll hardly hear those other strings. Then later on you might find those are really loud and your thumb's really quiet. And then eventually you'll get it so they're even. That just happens with time. Don't be too worried about that. Just keep on playing. Eventually, over time, your ear will naturally want to fix what's going on effortlessly. Not you going, I need to fix this. You need to just chill out and just let it happen. Okay, so for an A, you can do that, or you can have the bottom three strings. It doesn't really matter. The beauty of this is you just land your fingers, as long as you got the bass note right, and just doesn't really matter. It sounds cool. So if we do a D chord now, bottom four strings, we're a little bit more limited with D because we've only got the bottom four strings for a D chord when we strum it, right? But it's the same rule, same thing, we just bring that shape down to a D. If we say, let's say we did an E chord, which is using the bass string at the top string, it's the same thing. We've actually got lots of different options within those three fingers. Those three fingers can play the bottom three strings, or they can come up one, or they can come up one again. The thumb just plays, in this case, the bass note. So you just go back through and just try doing some E's. So if we did that, we started with an A, we do four A's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to a D chord, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. and then to an E chord, same thing. Now for the E, what I'm going to do, because I kind of like the sound of the E being the fourth, third, and second strings. That's where I like to hear the E, and the bass notes playing the, of course, the top string. So we do 4 of them. 2, 3, 4, and then back to an A. Now we can progress from there, but we're just going to keep it basic. We're just going to keep it simple. So whenever you've got a chord that uses the 5th string as a bass note, we do it like we do with an A. It doesn't really matter. It could be an A, could be a B minor, could be a C. It doesn't matter. They all sound good. For the G or an E, you use the top string. Your thumb is playing the top string, or an F, or whatever that is. And a D chord, usually it's mostly just the D chord. You'll be playing the D string only. It's usually the odd one out, or D minor, or D7, using the same option. So just try experimenting with that and getting that little twisting motion happening, and it should be fine. Now I've been working with the Jamorama guys, putting together the coolest guitar teaching program. And if you like my style, you like my way of teaching, then I'm hoping you do. If that is the case, go and check out some of the free material that we have at jamorama.com. And but don't be afraid to go and check it out, and of course you'll have me as your main instructor if that's the case. And of course, if you like this, please subscribe and click like. We would love you forever if you do that, and hopefully we'll see you very soon.